Well, into the month of July we go, and temperatures are definitely supporting that 80s and 90s, very likely in the month of July. And with that, it's all a breakdown of how do we get to the phrase dog days of summer. Well, historically, it's July 3rd through August 11th, and it's when the Sirius aligns with the sun. Now, what is the Sirius? Well, it's all related to a constellation known as the Canis Major, which is in Greek terms known as the Great Dog or the Greater Dog. And the Sirius is this star here. It's the largest star on the dog star, which you can see is right around the neck of what makes out a dog shape out of some stars in that constellation. Now, when we look at it from our perspective and when it affects us in the dog days sense, that's when the sun sits 50 trillion miles away from the Sirius, and the Sirius rises and sets with the sun from our perspective here on Earth through early July and mid-August. Now again, 50 trillion miles away, but it's 25 times brighter than the sun. So in ancient days, it was viewed as an influence on the weather and on the warmth. And with that, that's why ancient peoples believed that the Sirius made it stronger and hotter for those summer months, as dogs would go mad in the heat back in the day. So the dog days of summer are not related to dogs specifically, but dog views in the stars. Now, what does that mean for us here in West Michigan? Well, the Grand Rapids peak average high is 83 degrees from June 29th through July 31st. So we see it correlate pretty closely to the dog days window, just a few days earlier on that stretch. Now, what about 90s? Well, 90s is normally our heat wave, at least for our standards. Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Holland already seeing 5 90-degree days through the end of June. And as we get into July, well, we average about 3 or 4 more for our major cities, and the yearly average sits at double digits for both Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids. So lots of opportunity to add to this heat and really get us into the dog days of summer.